Hey, are you interested in getting the new Operation Pass for free? Well, now you can check out GoCases, because GoCases is an app where you can get rewarded for doing simple tasks. You simply do the tasks, get the coins, and then you can use those coins to open cases, and then you can get the pass, for example. This means you don't have to get the pass, you can also open any other case, and there are a lot of cases. If you want to go and check it out, make sure to use my link and it will redirect you to the Google Play Store where you can download it. And make sure to use my code LACOON. Hello everybody, I know you haven't seen me in a while. I've been kind of offline lately. I've been really busy with life and stuff. And yeah, don't worry, I will return, make a big return, upload no, not daily. I don't want to make any promises. But this video is going to be a demo review that I've done on Twitch. And it's not any demo review, it's a coaching demo review, because for the people who don't know yet, I'm now coaching people. You can actually hire me as a coach. I'll leave a link in the description. So Matthew booked me for a coaching session and I'm reviewing him on dust2. He's about Silver Elite. I'm just going to give him some tips on how to play better. I woke up 1 minute before I went live, so I am kind of tired in this video, but it is what it is, man. Enjoy the video. Good morning, everybody. Welcome. We're going to do a quick coaching session. I'm here with Matthew. Yeah, he has booked me for a coaching session for a matchmaking game that he's played on dust2. We're gonna go through the demo. It's my first coaching session anyway, so I don't mind if it's gonna be longer than an hour. I'll probably do this for like 1.5 or 2 hours perhaps. CT side actually going for a pretty good setup, 1-1-3. So I think you're already starting off with a 1-tap here. I don't even hit these shots, man. And then here it comes again. Alright, so at this point, yeah, it would be good for him to be moving up short. You kind of want to wait for your teammate to be already up short, so you kind of have a flank towards CT side, because right now, I think the CT side can just swing. What is Berserker doing here? He's sitting inside the smoke. Oh, this is a tragedy. Okay, so now the info is already that there's 2 towards A, so at this point, you know, Berserker could run to B. Still trying to fight it.
I think that's what he tries to do.
I
think he just turns and runs with his back open.
Yeah, so running with the knife out also in this situation, it wouldn't be good, because you know the guy was just fighting with you inside the smoke. Right, so you want to have your pistol out and looking towards the smoke. There's no need to turn your back away from people if you know the guys are there. There's a guy CT, there's a guy AC. They were in the smoke. Just take out the pistol, look towards the smoke, and walk backwards. That way, if he does push the smoke towards CT again, you can shoot him. And he has got a P250, so it's a one-shot headshot anyways. And just gets killed for free, and Kamikaze is still baiting. I don't know what this guy's doing, man. Oh, you guys actually ecoed this. Ecoing... Oh, and now the force bite comes out.
Yeah, I think...
Okay, you're the only person who ecoed. So they're lining up for Xbox smoke?
I only know like a few smokes, so
okay. You already have a guy holding towards sight. It's the Kamikaze guy. Okay, he likes holding angles. 2 guys with pit actually with scouts. But you guys don't have any smokes. And now that's already an issue, because there's no point in going out long really if you don't have a smoke. Because on dust, if you cross towards CT without any smokes, the CTs are just going to rotate over from B, hold towards mid to B, and just all hold to cross. And if you don't have any smokes, it's pretty hard to shoot down CT here. And you know, the CT side only has to hit 1 bullet and you're already done for, because if you don't have Kevlar and you do get tagged, you can't hit a headshot, especially not with a deagle. If the CT side had 1 to give here, you know, he'd get an ace probably. What would be a viable strategy is what I see in a lot of games is you could just shift towards the smoke. Often what teams do after normally they molly it, then they smoke it to stop any rushes with the initial molly. But if people smoke it first, often they throw another nade after that or whatever, and they kind of are not paying a lot of attention. So shifting inside the smoke, just sitting inside the smoke and then waiting for it to fade. And now I see you have a flashbang. What you could do is throw the flash through the smoke so it pops right outside of tunnel. And then you guys explode, and then it's going to be a lot easier, because if Papa Stalin just runs out here, right, and he dies, and the CT side can just recover his crosshair placement, and you guys won't be able to trade him, because the distance between you guys is just so far apart. I mean, it's okay to throw a smoke and just flash through it, but most players will know that it's going to be some sort of B execute if they see that smoke landing. Like if you're just sitting on the B site holding the smoke and tunnel, and you see a smoke being thrown out into the skybox, you're probably thinking, all right, they're either gonna flash through here, push with multiple guys, possibly throw a fake with 2 people. So Stalin decides to go Mac 10 when he could have bought an AK. You guys know that the enemy defused the bomb, they killed you, they still have 2 rifles left, they have enough money to buy up M4s, and if you go with Mac 10s against M4s, it's probably not gonna work. The only time a Mac 10 could work against a buy like this is when you have to take territory fast. If you have, like, for example, a good long spawn where you can just jump out long, jump around the corner and set your teammates up for a trade instead of trying to go for the kills yourself. Of course, you could still get the kill, but you're mainly setting up your team for taking a site or taking positions somewhere in the map.
Let's go this quick. I'm throwing smoke.
Okay, now what was that smoke?
Yeah.
People on lower ranks really underestimate how useful U2 is, because even at, like, if you're global elite and you use your U2 correctly, people will still call you a tryhard. But the goal is that you can use your U2 in a way that it's just like normal for you. It's like routine. You just use your U2 because you know it's just like, you don't have to think about it twice. You just use it. It's easier. You don't have to clear multiple angles. Yeah, but from what I've seen, by the way, from what I'm seeing so far is I don't think you should be silver elite. Probably around Nova 3 already. I don't know if was this like a good game that you played?
I feel like I normally play like this, but normally, I don't know, matchmaking is just terrible. So sometimes I'll get amazing teammates, sometimes it's super uneven. Stalin, kinda, I mean...
My Stalin looks completely lost there, I gotta be honest with you. Now, you guys should get the B bomb site. Flash comes in. Bad flash. Still get the bomb site for free. Good entry. Moving towards Xbox. Hold the window angle. Oh. You're trying to get the gun here. You don't need the gun. Deagle on the B side is already very strong. Again, very open to every angle. Your teammate's fighting the guy mid doors, so you don't really have to worry about mid doors. He's stuck there. Just scope up towards the angle and CT. Your tunnel is already being covered. And like, you're just wide swinging her. Very open to CT. This is like very dangerous stuff. Especially, yeah, you get punished for this. You get USP because you're going this wide. You know they saved an op from last round. So you got to figure out, okay, where are they playing that op? You have certain positions on dust2 where the op is very strong. You can go very aggressive towards mid and try to get an early pick. And if they're not playing towards long, this indicates most of the time that it's a short boost and an A player. Or some sort of bait setup towards car and site. So what you can do is smoke the corner, jump in pit so you don't get killed when crossing to pit. You can hold the site and then perhaps even smoke CT so your teammates can shift up and clear car. And then you still have a flash left. You can flash in CT to let them cross site, etc. And now, this is just not very efficient. Like, instead of going back and holding long, you could have smoked CT and your teammates wouldn't have to worry about this. And now they're just getting, they're like playing World War 3 here. Weezer wide swinging CT, trying to get that kill. And there's no smoke down, so all the CTs can just hold the corner. And the entire round falls apart. Well, you guys could have easily won this. Yeah, going long, solo in the pistol. It could work if you're kind of playing there for the info, but then again, you want to have Kevlar, because if you don't have Kevlar and you're playing solo long, again, one tag and you're screwed. You can't move, and if they keep tagging you, you literally can't move nor shoot them. So now your teammate has long control, and you're playing this angle towards the site. And playing this angle towards the site is also fine in some situations, but there's one issue that if you get mollied, okay, now you could just get completely screwed over if someone is on short. If you're sitting on the site and the enemy throws a molly towards the site, there's nothing you can do. You have to get out of the molly. You don't have Kevlar. You're already getting tagged. So once again, your crosshair gets all messed up. And if your teammate has long control, it's perfectly fine to play from ramp and just kind of play headshot angles. Because playing from ramp gives you a lot of different angles that the enemy needs to focus on. You could peek from above the box, you could peek from the corner of the box, you could peek all the way to the left, and it just sets you up for more headshots. And in case they do push you, there's no way for them to get you out of that ramp corner. If you're playing from the site, couple of nades, couple of util, and you're screwed. But this only works if you have long control. If you're playing a ramp and you don't have anyone on long, you're just getting flanked. And now, you see, he did want to pull out a nade. That's actually very nice, because if you molly it, people who want to rush long, they're like, okay, fuck, I gotta stay behind the molly. The enemy smokes it, and they're like, okay, they smoked it, you know, they go close, and then what you can do is you can pull out the nade and nade behind the smoke, because more often than not, you do at least 30 damage, 40 damage when someone's hiding behind that smoke. So he did have a good idea of what he wanted to do there, but he ended up not doing it. Pushing by yourself in any situation where you have no info about the T side is dangerous. If they trade you, it's more or less in their favor. Every trade that you make, and I don't know if you know this yet, but if you make trades, let's say your T side and you trade 1v1 and it's a 4v4, it will always be in favor of the T side, because you guys have to defend the bomb sites and split up, while the T sides can commit everyone to one bomb site. Let's say a guy is camping here on short, holding the headshot angle with a deagle. You push up like this, boom, you die. Yeah, see, now you're just screwed. Like, I'm pretty sure this guy should kill you. Yes, he does. And now he's just got the site for free. He knows to get CT. Okay. Jumping deagle headshot.
He posted that on YouTube.
It's fine if you have all the info, like, okay, there's 3 in tunnel. They can maybe try and get a flank in.
Yeah.
But it's not confirmed that they're all in tunnel. So instead of closing the position and sandwiching them, you're instead creating gaps for them to come onto the site. Because Weezer left long and went CT. Like, he could have just anchored A somewhere. He could have just played retake A by hiding along, making sure they don't come out long, and just giving them up shorts, and then you guys can play the retake, because you guys clearly have the advantage here. So what I'm seeing mainly right now is that you're not anchoring sites, but instead just holding down W. Okay, at this point, Weezer doesn't even need to peek here, because Stalin already got the angle, and they have no info about Stalin. So they just probably swing out, holding the corner, Stalin can get a kill, and then the moment Stalin gets contact, then Weezer can swing out and possibly help him trade him. But instead, Stalin, and now just stay like this. This is fine. Teammate's hiding on the corner, he's holding the angle, and he just goes full W and gets the kill. Just staying in that corner here, holding this angle, getting the kills, it's fine. If you get the kill, maybe even go back a bit. Still a smoke left on Weezer. It would be best to just play on sites both, because now if they pump out tunnel and they get the kill on the guy B side, they have B side for free. You guys are both towards mid. So yeah, you got fake planted. You have a 2v1. Hold any pushes from window or door. What you could do is hide behind this box, hold the window angle, wait for your teammate to rotate in, because Kamikaze was here. You know, the guy crossed the site, killed this guy, and then crossed to the B site, and he's planting the bomb. Just give him the bomb plan. It doesn't really matter. He's full HP. He has a Galil. If he kills one of you, it's a 1v1, and it's pretty much like a 60-40 for the T side, because they can get the bomb down and play the time. It's like, oh, bomb's going down. Okay, he does kill him. But Kamikaze didn't even have Kevlar. What? He's got 7k. He didn't even buy Kevlar. Okay, now he's calling B rush, B rush. Yeah, no point in mulling lower here. Like, what are you trying to do here?
Typically, whenever I play CD side, I normally push cat. What I do, even though it's a bad idea, and it tilts me so hard whenever I get one tapped from lower tons. So I just normally throw it.
It's fine. You're pushed up shorts. Oh, you got the. Yeah, you really don't like getting peeked from lower, even if it's your teammates. Yeah, there's no point in throwing the molly here. You know, you gotta check the map. No problem, no big. And 4v2. No need to peek here. Same goes for your teammates. I don't know why he's in Xbox. You also had a smoke. You didn't use the smoke for the cross for your teammates. You also didn't use the smoke to either smoke off the bomb, just hold the angle. Like, long control is secured. They're not gonna flank you. BU is also clear. They can only be top mid, long doors, T-spawn, perhaps even coming late tunnels. And peeking mid like that wasn't needed. As long as you can see the bomb, it's perfectly fine to do whatever. Again, solo long here. Very dangerous stuff. He could have just gotten picked off by the op. Luckily, they didn't have an op towards long doors, so he gets away with it. You molly down deep short. And once again, it's not per se needed to throw that molly, because you have kamikaze set up towards short. I don't know if he called any info, but he can call if anyone's up short. So, like, you also gotta keep in mind what the timings are for the map, because it's only 1:43 and you've already mollied up shorts. So you have a smoke, a flash, but you have an op. So having an op is already very OP here towards short, actually. If you would have saved that molly, because you did have info for short from kamikaze, if you save that molly and they do go for an execute, then you can use your molly to delay them and possibly call for rotates, because that molly is really useful, especially if you're an opper. Stalin here going full W with 30 HP. Once again, just kind of throwing. And Tak just looked like he toggled here. What's going on with Tak? So from what I'm seeing so far, I think Stalin is kind of throwing this. The thing is about mollies, pros use mollies to stop any pushes after they get an entry. Like, they get an entry, they're like, all right, molly the rest off, go back and just kind of reposition and set up for a 5v4. And you're just throwing the molly before anyone would get to short in the first place. The T's are up short right when you're about to like peek into lower from short. That's like the timing for shorts. If you do want to use your molly to stop them from pushing or just aggressing into short, you could just play on top of the boxes where you saw attack earlier in the game, on top of here, and you could kind of spot into short, maybe even get a dink in. I mean, your aim's good, so you could possibly dink someone and then throw the molly if you really want to use that molly. Otherwise, just save the molly if they push out, because the T's have a lot of util right now, and if they go for an execute, they use what, like maybe 2 smokes, they use 2 mollies, they use 3 flashes. And you can stop all of that by just throwing 1 molly.
Interesting. I never thought of it that way.
Nothing yet. And then, boom. Insta headshot. Stalin with an again. Yeah, Berserker's just stuck at that point. He doesn't even shoot anyone.
I know that holding your crosshair at a headshot level is super important. But I watch you and I feel like you're constantly headshot level no matter where you look, and I practice that, but I feel like I just can't do it.
So for example, you can see these white outlines, right? Those are like positions players would play in. So you could kind of imagine a model standing there. That's what you're doing. You want to visualize the enemy standing there, and then you can just get your crosshair on the head level, because this is already on head level, and then you can like boom, get it on head level, boom. So if you've already cleared this, and you're kind of just clearing it like this, you can already see the line where their head should be popping up. So you can just kind of continue the line and just imagine that that's their head gonna be. So then all you have to do is put your crosshair there, and then you can press A and D to move your crosshair. You don't even have to move your mouse. And you can use your mouse for micro adjustments. Swing it wide, one tap him. And then once you've cleared this angle, this is like the main headshot angle people are playing. Then you can kind of clear the corners here and figure out any other angles and like so. And you kind of always have a headshot angle, but you never want to go out like so and just be open to every angle and only cover about pit, unless you know and you hear that he's in pit. Thank you for booking me. Hope you have a good night.
No. Thank you so much. You too.
Yes, no problem. See you later.
See ya.
Thank you all for tuning in. Hopefully you guys learned something new as well. See y'all later. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you, Matthew, for the gifted subs. Thanks to everyone else for subbing. And peace out, my homies.